Metalheads, it's the boy, it's the Don, DJ Ramo. This is the first ever, this is the very first ever, the Metal Mixtape album review. And we're doing it in my car. Because that's how we do it. We're gonna have the CD in here because I love buying my CDs. And of course, if you see the CD, we're gonna review the new Trivium CD, In the Court of the Dragon. I am a huge Trivium fan. I have seen Trivium live 23 times. I've been listening to them since Ascendancy, saw them in 2005. They are by far my favorite band ever. I love all their albums. They're all different, but I definitely want to start reviewing just because I talk so much Trivium in my metal circles all the time, you know, and I'm like, you know what? I do a metal channel. I don't know why I don't do album reviews, so I'm going to start doing them. So we're going to go into In the Court of the Dragon. So, of course, you know, Trivium's been doing all sorts of next level shit with Alex Bent playing drums. I mean, with In the Sin of the Sentence, like when that first came out with Alex Bent, it blew everybody away. The title track, Thrown into the Fire, Endless Night, just a lot of beautiful songs. And then you had What the Dead Man Say, which for me had like one of the best tones that any Trivium album has ever had. Like the tone of the riffs in Catastrophist and What the Dead Man Say, just it all had so much great tone in it that I felt like that was almost that's probably almost my favorite album ever. You know, I'll do another video for my favorite album ever. But yeah, because I'll go into that a whole lot. So, but you know what? We're gonna talk about the album In the Court of the Dragon. Oh hell yeah! So I'm gonna play track by track, and I'm just gonna play the first couple seconds and talk about each track. So the first track will be okay. So when I first heard this song, of course, and the first thing I thought was, okay, Alex Bent's going off. Matt is going off immediately. You know, I know of the Trivium fans that are here right now in the early days. No, they've been through the ups and downs, and Matt got his voice awesome. And I saw the interview he did with Johnny with Drink from Avenged Sevenfold about how Matt from Avenged Sevenfold helped him out, you know, and his vocals are, Matt, I'm so proud of his vocals, man. And his vocals are just giant now. And In the Court of the Dragon, I almost felt like it was Trivium showing their flex. You know, it was like they're so polished now from In the Sin of the Sentence and What the Dead Man Say that I feel like in those two albums they've definitely built enough chemistry. But you know what? Let's go into the next song. Okay, and this next song is Like a Sword Over Damocles. And this song crushes. Alright, so Sword Over Damocles, badass song. I love this song. My favorite thing about this is like probably the chorus in this song. Just absolutely fucking shreds. Like I said, Trivium, I almost felt like this album, I don't know, like this album, they just like, they just release such awesomeness, you know. I feel like maybe like they're in the point in the stage of their career where like they're just writing songs left and right with Alex, and Alex is just like, bam, you know. So Sword Over Damocles, the song is sick. I think it's a perfect third track. Of course, I didn't play the opening track, which is the instrumental X, you know, or 10. But this song, like I said, Matt is like a genius writing choruses, and 10 albums in, like, listen to this. Oh, just beautiful, just beautiful. But you know what? We need to go into the next track, Feast of Fire, which they recorded a video for this in their hangar. And this song was sick, like I said. Trivium, like, 10 albums in. Of course, they're always great at writing build-ups. Okay, so Feast of Fire, with all of the Trivium albums that I've ever listened to since I was freaking 15, is that they always release a couple bangers, and then they release like their slower, chiller song, you know, that has a lot more choruses, catchy verses. And I mean, it's all catchy, but you know what I mean? You know, they release like Endless Night, Through the Heart of Your Hate, you know, Heart from Your Hate. I'm like, Through the Heart of Your Hate. But yeah, Feast of Fire, I thought it was beautiful. It shows that Trivium can pretty much write whatever they want, you know, and I felt with like each single that they displayed that. So Feast of Fire, oh yeah. But you know what? Let's get into the next song, and we are gonna do A Crisis Revelation, which is one of my, if not my favorite, but probably my second favorite song on this album. Alright, so this song, me and my friend Rusty was telling me, he's a guitar player in my band, he was telling me like, dude, this was like a straight flex from Trivium. Like, this song is just, it's beautiful. You know, I saw the comment sections about this song, and they're like, oh, it sounds like they used some parts off of an Ascendancy song or this song. It's like, dude, well, Trivium wrote all that stuff, of course. That's their ingredients. Of course some of their stuff could sound like some other stuff, because Trivium is Trivium, and of course, okay, so of course, you know I love this song, and yeah, this song's amazing. And you know what, we should get to the next song, because I have a lot to talk about at the end, and we're going to talk The Shadow of the Abattoir. So I would say this song is probably like the most unique song on this album, as far as like the structure and everything. But you know what, it doesn't surprise me, you know. I think Trivium, like I said, like in all their albums, they just show that they can write whatever they want, and they always write what they want. They've always been criticized for changing their style up so much, and their sound, and evolving, you know, but dude, look where they're at now. Still crushing. And Shadow of Abattoir, it's almost like a campfire, like, metal, you know, like, Matt always had a good way of, like, telling you about his lyrics, or telling, like, a story. I'm sure if, like, you hung out with him, he'd probably be able to tell pretty good stories. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And once we get in, we'll talk about it a little bit more. But the way they're writing, you know, I really hope this is a song they pull out live. Because, you know what? They deserve... I saw them with their Metallica show, and they deserve to be on a stage that big. And when they have, like... I swear, at that Metallica show, the sound system sounded so good. Like I wish Trivium, you know, like, I wish... I don't know. They need a headline in big arenas. But, hey, you know what? Trivium do headline arenas, so what am I talking about? So, Shadow of the Abattoir. Let's keep it going, alright? Let's go, No Way Back, Just Through. So I really like this song. This song really reminded me of like a song that would be on Vengeance Falls. What do you think? So this song is just this is a straight song that's like beautiful live, you know. Oh, dropped the album. But this song is one of those songs that would just absolutely crush live. Straight, just like I said, it's like Vengeance Falls was such a beautiful album, and I almost feel like this song would almost complement being on that album. But this is freaking beautiful, like classic Trivium build-up. No way back, no way back, and no way way back just through. Oh, I love this. No way back just through. Oh, I love it. So no way back just through, of course. Classic Trivium, like beautiful riff structures. I love it. Like the formula they have for writing songs is some of my favorites. And for me, this is like classic Trivium. Like, let me show you some more badassery. And of course, you know, Matt is like the king of writing choruses. Like, I don't know. Like, I know you guys probably agree with me on that, but you know what? Let's keep this going. We're almost through the album. Let's go into Fall Into Your Arms, which this song has been getting really complimented on this album. I've listened to this album like 9 times, probably 10. But let's go into the Fall Into Your Arms. Okay, so Fall Into Your Arms, beautiful drum intro. I mean, a lot of people have been saying like, oh, it's very like pull harder on the strings of your martyr, but to be honest, it's very Alex Bent. Like, Alex Bent has always been this high technical of a drummer, and the fact that he can incorporate that in their Trivium's music is beautiful, because, you know, their Trivium's songwriting is on such a high level that when Alex Bent came in, it was like one of the biggest compliments they could have ever got in their albums and in their career in general. And this song in here, amazing choruses, solos, structures. Trivium doesn't sleep, man, and they constantly keep going. They constantly kick your ass. They constantly say, you want more? I'm gonna fucking give you more. And this song is a perfect example of that, you know? So let's keep this going. So, this is from Dawn to Decadence. So, from Dawn to Decadence, this song's super badass. I love the drum intro. The songwriting as ever. I think Toe Tags, I forgot what his name is, and he said that this was his favorite song. I love those guys. Go check out that channel, by the way. Amazing reviewers. AP Reacts, amazing reviewers as well. Check them out. But this song, just beautiful. The way they do everything. So, one thing about this album, I'll tell you at the end, you know, but I'm going to go through each song right now. This song's sick. Oh yeah. It's like all we need and all we want. I love the choruses. Matt just knows how to write. They all know how to write. The accents to everything. It's just like, it's beautiful. You know, and like I said, they don't slack as far as like trying to put everything they can into every song, because this is beautiful. And honestly, like Trivium, their turnaround rate on albums, like they're at 10 albums in. Like, this is incredible. But let's go into the last song. And the last song, the Phalanx. I always pronounce it wrong, so I've heard my camera work. My hand's getting tired. But this is this next song right here, the Phalanx. This is my favorite Trivium song. This is probably in my top 5 Trivium songs of all time. If not top 3. I think this song is like absolute fucking genius. The structuring of the song, the build-up of the song, and where it goes with the choruses, where the breakdown lands, where the bridge lands. This song is literally the pinnacle of fucking Trivium, in my opinion, and my favorite song in the Court of the Dragon. I mean, come on. So I fucking love this song. This song absolutely crushes, destroys. You know what? At first, I'll tell you at the end. Let's listen to a little bit more of this song, because I got a lot to tell you what I think about the entire album as a whole. chorus on the album by far. So let's get towards the ending, okay? Alright, so Trivium's 10th album. I love all their albums. Ember to Inferno, Ascendancy, The Crusade, Shogun, Vengeance Falls, In Waves, In the Sin of the Sentence, freaking, What the Dead Man Say, you know, and of course in the Court of the Dragon, all their albums, Silence in the Snow, duh. I bet a lot of you guys would have been like, yeah, but no, Silence in the Snow is one of my favorites too. So, you know, there were some ups and downs. I saw a lot of reviewers, you know, because I listened to the album like literally like 10 times. Like, I wanted to give it a fair shot like I do with all their albums, and when I first listened to it first through, like, I didn't doubt that Trivium is talented as hell. Okay, like, I think they're in like that spot where, like, you know, I saw an interview with Matt and he was talking about how they hit 3 albums in a row with Alex, you know, and they have like this certain identity now, and you know, and I would say with this album, it definitely grew on me, you know. And the thing is that, you know, probably my favorite album of all time is still In the Sin of the Sentence. That was a beautiful album. And this album still ranks like top 5 for me, just because what can I say? Trivium just has amazing music, and the fact is that I can't really say anything bad about this album. There's honestly nothing bad. Like, and you know what? Like, a lot of bands write for themselves and everything and all that, and I love it. You know what I mean? And I just really love this album. I mean, I can't say no wrong. And me saying it's not my favorite doesn't mean that I'm saying it's bad or anything. I literally love every Trivium album. Why, do you ask? Because every Trivium album has something separate to offer. I mean, I've been into so many bands in my lifetime where, like, they give me the same album every time. Not me, but just give, you know, everybody the same album over and over. And I love that, you know. I think it's great. But I think what separated Trivium is that they evolved and they grew every album, and they tried something different. With the vocals, with the tuning of the guitars, with them going extended ranges, like, they took risks. And you know what? How much they're growing right now still, with the whole Megadeth tour and you know, just doing all these big tours, like, they take a lot of risks. And right now, for them having so much, you know, commercial success and underground success and online success and Twitch and everything, and still playing brutal music, it just shows that Trivium knows that perfect balance of being able to catch you in a hook, but giving you brutal guitars, brutal vocals, brutal bass, like Paulo, Corey, Alex, Matt, just all amazing songwriters. And so I would say I would put this in my top 5 in the Court of the Dragon. My favorite album is still In the Sin of the Sentence. But hey, if you'd like this review of In the Court of the Dragon, leave a like, comment, subscribe. This is my first review ever, so I'm going to come back with more Trivium content because I have a lot to say, and I'm going to start reviewing other albums for Nuclear Blast and other awesome, cool places. So tune into the Metal Mixtape. I love you guys all. This is DJ the Don Ramo out.